everybody, my name's Rapskilian, and welcome back to another episode of For the Content. I am joined by my beautiful faced friend on the other side, Colesy.
Hello,
Gaming,
it's
wearing
me.
a Microsoft sponsored shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. This, to be honest, this shirt is too tight for me, but I am wearing it anyway.
Because it's Microsoft. It's so tight, yo. It's cool.
That's what I meant. Yeah, not that I'm fat. Okay.
So Colesy, when are you going to reveal your sponsorship by Microsoft and Xbox? Because we all know you're a Xbox fanboy.
Yeah, I do have one. I do actually like Xbox. They're pretty cool.
I do actually.
When the money clears in my bank account, I'll let you know about the sponsorship. Yeah, that's how it's going to work.
Oh man! So how have you been? How has everyone been? Because it's been a little bit longer than expected.
It's been a little while. It's been good.
too long.
Well, it's just been life, you know. It's been busy and stressful, and I've been working a lot on my part-time job.
Oh yeah,
much
so
do
I
that.
saw that.
Pretty much do that every day now. So a bit busy. I'm
Wait.
just trying to. I've played some games. That's new.
Is it still considered a part-time job if you do it every single day?
It is. Yeah, it is. It definitely is, because I only do a few hours every day, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. So what have you been playing, dude?
I have played a little bit of Stray. I haven't quite finished
I
it
saw
yet.
your TikToks about that.
It's not a long game, apparently. It's only like 5 or 6 hours, but I'm probably about halfway through, I guess.
Okay.
That's fun. I really like that. That's really cool. If it gets like emotional during the end, I may cry, because I just love cats. Okay,
Oh
it's
man,
so cool.
cats are awesome. Cats are cool, man.
Yeah, I do. It's a fun game, and I really like it, so that's fun. I played some Half-Life 1, as we discussed previously, a game I've never played. I played that on stream for it was like a record they were doing for most.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I should get into that,
concurrent
but then I
players.
realized I don't have time for that.
Yeah, so I played it then. Honestly, considering that game came out in 1998, I think it was
Something like that, yeah.
I think so. So it's a good 20 plus years old. That
Yeah.
game is fun. It holds up. It's not
It holds
perfect,
up
obviously.
so well.
Yeah, I mean, like graphically, you know,
Of
obviously
course.
it's going to look a little old, but even considering that, it's perfectly playable and like a fun game. So I need to finish that, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna
So
finish
you doing
it,
like a
'cause-
full let's play of it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I might stream it again and finish it, and then I'll edit it down into episodes and stuff for YouTube.
Yeah.
But what have you been up to? Because I know you recently got a Switch. So how's your Switch relationship been going?
Very lonely. Not even touched it so far. So like I got back from Japan and I was like, oh, I gotta, because I took out my Elgato HD, like the capture card from my PC inside. Because I was like, for some reason in my head, I was like, this thing's taking power, even though it's idling and it's not being used. And maybe I have too many peripherals plugged into my PC, and that's why it's like shutting down all the time because the power supply is being over exerted, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, take it out. And then I was like really dumb because I left the AverMedia one inside.
Right.
Because the AverMedia shit.
Oh, you don't like the AverMedia one? Okay.
No, because there's a delay.
Which AverMedia one is it?
I don't know
You've
because
got-
all I know is I tried it once and it had the delay on it. And I was like, you fucking kidding me? For a streamer, that's the worst. It's like recording just pure gameplay. It works perfectly fine. But if you want to have that low latency for streaming, no. And then you have to go through the AverMedia software, which is
It's just not
so
ideal.
fun.
Yeah.
So fun. And it really works well with my other streaming equipment, like my Stream Deck or my OBS. So anyway, then I have to like just put it back in and then take the other one out and then finally set up my Switch so I can stream some Pokemon old timey and Pokemon Unite. But I've been playing Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3. Right, here's another game I've never played.
So good.
I've never played Borderlands, really. Yeah.
Like just a singular 3 or like 1, 2?
I've dabbled with one of them, and I can't remember which it was, but really, like, not at all. It was probably
Okay.
2.
You guys have a gamer.
Turns out I don't like video games, maybe.
No, it's just like whatever's like you're in a okay, I'm gonna say this with with care and love. No one get angry at me when I say this, but you're a Nintendo gamer.
I can't argue with it necessarily.
Because like I had a friend exactly the same. He's like, "Oh, I'm a gamer," and I'm like, "Oh, have you played this game?" No, this one. No, have you played this one? No. Do you like that? No. I'm like, what do you like? I like Nintendo. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, I guess I grew up with a Nintendo console, so some of those games are going to be closer to my heart.
No, I'm not shaming. I've gotten older. I've gotten more wiser, and I've become more open with my mentality and everything. But it's just like it's a very unique sub genre of gamer that plays only very particular games in like the industry. Because like if you have a gamer that's on PC, they play majority like a wide spread of FPS, RTS, different kind of games. PlayStation and Xbox gamers also do that kind of like a wide varied of games. But if you are a Nintendo gamer at heart, you are streamlined to like only a specific line of games. Even though if that game is not on a Nintendo console, like Stray, you'll like it. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I get it. The thing is, like, older Nintendo, not so much nowadays. I feel like they're a little bit more open, but older Nintendo, you didn't used to get like a lot of games that were on other consoles. Yeah. Because a lot of games that were first-person shooters or more adult-themed games, not like weird porn games, but you know what I mean, like games that weren't like. There were, and that would definitely not be on a Nintendo console, but they were like very much trying to keep it like child-friendly, I think.
Yeah,
it felt that way anyway.
It's always been that with Nintendo. It's always Nintendo has been. It sacrifices. I don't know. It's weird because like people are like, oh, but they're fucking like successful.
Yeah,
like, they were super successful in their marketing and selling to families. Because everyone's like, oh, if I buy a Nintendo from my kid, like 90% chance he's not going to play like a blood-ridden video game, right?
Yeah, definitely back in the day as well.
You feel like you're safe, and like even with just like the safety settings and the parental controls with the phone and the app, and the view, what you can do. Like I can see if my son like was being cheeky and said, "Oh, I only played for an hour," but he played more than an hour.
Yeah,
I can see exactly how long he's been playing Minecraft, Luigi's Mansion 3. I can see exactly everything on the phone. I'm like, "Oh, you can't lie for shit, son."
Yeah, they can't get away with it now.
They can't get away. But this is like the Nintendo is able to market itself as this family-oriented console, but still have a core gamer that likes a certain kind of game and that will stick with them, even though they're not out there for the cutesy games. You understand?
Yeah. I get you. I guess I
guys like category. I like to play Doom on Brutal, but I also like to play Pokemon at the same time. It's weird. Like, what the fuck? But then, like I said, the people, the Nintendo gamers, and this I don't mean in a derogative way or in any bad way. It's like you could see when someone's like a Nintendo heart boy girl thing.
You can see where their love for games maybe came from, because if it started with Nintendo, it's gonna have this like continued effect to their game choice later on. Yeah.
Because like for me,
I get you.
Because like when I grew up, my games that I was playing majority, I came from Sega most likely. I think mostly the first real gaming blossoming for me was like Sega. The Sega and Saturn with like with Sonic. You would say Sonic is family friendly, but not after I googled Sonic.
No, well, I mean that's the internet that's done that.
Wow. Yeah. But then also like Mortal Kombat and then Splatterhouse. Then you went into like the PlayStation 1 era, and my first game on the PlayStation 1 was Command & Conquer Red Alert. And then it went to like PlayStation 2, Destiny Warriors, and freaking oh man, there's so many good games. Oh, I'm so old.
Oh, there's so many good games.
Yeah, so like Borderlands, can highly recommend it. That was a long tangent, but I can highly recommend it because it's such a fun. It's a looter shooter, but it has such a good story. Is always bland. I felt the story was always very bland with Borderlands. It was like, oh, you need to find the secret vault with all the loot.
Yeah.
Very good reason for that. And then it's like, oh, there's a baddie that's really an asshole, but he's a really well-written character, and he's really likable but hateable at the same time. And number 2, you're like, oh, this is cool, but it's not really something that draws you in like Final Fantasy or like, I don't know. I can't think of a good storyline game at the moment.
Good storyline game, yeah.
But then number 3, as far as I can experience, it's just more of the humor and the fun and the shoots. And everything is just a bit more wacky. And I felt like, oh, it's fun. And also, I didn't pay a cent for it. I didn't pirate it. I got it off Epic Game Store's free things.
Oh, was it free? Was it on there?
It was free. And I got it. And I never played it. And then I had a little bit of existential crisis when I was in Japan. I was like, I'm not coming back to Switzerland to play Valorant again.
Oh no. You're off Valorant, are you? I saw you played... What were you playing the other week? On stream.
I was playing The Walking Dead's Telltale games.
It wasn't that I was thinking of. Something with tanks?
Oh, World of Tanks. No, wait. War Thunder.
I was going to say World of Tanks, and I thought, I don't want to say it because I don't think that's right. But yeah, I saw you playing that, and I was like, oh, that's a bit different for him. I've seen this play.
Yeah, it's like, basically, it came around because another streamer and TikToker that I follow were mutuals there. He made a video of him being like, I can't play Warzone anymore. He's like burnt out. Yeah. He's burnt out from the game. He streams it every day for 4 or 5 hours, and he gets really good numbers. Like almost 100 viewers a stream. His TikToks get like thousands of 100,000, like 200,000, whatever video views. It's really good for him, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, oh, I can't deal with this because it's like a job. It's mentally draining. I can't enjoy myself anymore. And then I made a video about it, and I was like, halfway through recording the video, I was like, I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna play single player games. I will play Valorant every now and then because I still love the game. I still have love for it. It's not like I hate it. It's just that I felt that I need to make a clear distinction for my viewers. Like, I am not going to be 100% Valorant.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, you've said before that that's sort of where you felt you got into a bit of a rut with Rust, is that people saw you as a Rust streamer and expected that. So when you tried to change it, people are like, this isn't what I came for. I can't believe you're not playing Rust. What are you doing? Yeah, I get you.
And the thing is, like, also with Valorant, and like Warzone, any of those games, is if your person, you can't really put your personality out there 100%. There's such a restricted room of play that you can make funny content or that you can really make entertainment. You either sacrifice entertainment for skills or skills for entertainment.
Yeah.
Unless you're like Shroud, that you are amazing at both and just like fucking don't even have to look at the screen to get the no scopes and shit. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, I am not that level. I am a 31-year-old fat person, so get out of here.
Those particular games are very, like you said, you either have to be entertaining when you stream them in yourself, and then it doesn't really matter whether you're good at the game, or you're good at the game, but you've obviously got to concentrate and play the game, so you're not going to do lots of jokes. Yeah.
And like I've watched a few, like the one guy from the team.
The team?
Yeah,
that team. The team.
The team. The Call of Duty streamer we had on the team.
I think I vaguely know. Yeah.
The new one, the big one, not the small one, not the
new one, the big one. You could just say his name. That would be.
I don't remember his name. That's a problem, Jeff.
Oh,
Jeff.
Okay. I thought you were just like speaking in code for some reason.
No, I just didn't remember his name.
I
That's all.
just couldn't remember his name. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Like I went to his stream and he's playing Call of Duty and he's playing super good, but he put on a 5-minute delay, but on the stream,
right?
And his chat was just like spewing random stuff. His chat was just like hyping him on, but that's 5 minutes in the past. And he's not able to respond to chat correctly. Yeah. And I felt that was okay. He could argue, oh, I do this because I don't want to have stream snipers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking initially when you said it.
Makes sense. I get that. But is that really what you watch streaming for?
I mean, maybe if like people want to watch somebody who's like genuinely very skilled at the game, like.
Yeah, but then like, wouldn't it be much
he's
more?
He's obviously got enough viewers that he's concerned about stream sniping.
Well, he was doing tournaments and stuff like that, so.
Well,
that and like I said, it just for me, it was just like this whole idea of like, what's the point? Because like for me, a stream is you go to stream and you have that interaction. That's what I loved about Mixer. Mixer's like that 1-to-1 almost instant connection between streams and the streamer. That you could talk to chat so fast. I'm just looking at his stream right now. I'm just pulling it up right now.
I can't. I never messed around with Mixer, to be fair. I've messed around with YouTube. And
YouTube's good. Ones. YouTube's good. Like okay, so YouTube's good with when it comes to also the delay. It gets really close to what Mixer had. And sometimes, I swear to God, I really, really, really am contemplating about jumping over to YouTube to do streams over there. Just because of the quality and the ease of certain things. You don't have encoding issues. You have better video image quality. It's just, and also it feels safer. I don't know why.
Feels safer. How do you mean safer? Because my opinion was always that I felt safer being on Twitch because then, streaming wise, because then if for some reason YouTube went weird or something, then I've sort of got another place. Whereas if I put all my eggs in one basket, I'm like, YouTube's gone. I don't know. I don't think they'll go, but you know what I mean.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah. But I don't think Twitch will do that either. I don't think Twitch will just disappear overnight because it's one of those things that's too big at this point.
Yeah. I think they've invested way too much. But that's the same thing we said about Mixer.
I think as well, hasn't Facebook Gaming just confirmed that they're no longer doing Facebook Gaming?
Oh, shit,
because a lot
seriously?
of people moved to that. I think so. I think I saw that like yesterday or something.
Oh, please.
You might have to look that up. Citation needed, everyone, because Colesy sometimes doesn't read things properly and is dum-dum.
Oh no, it's just the gaming department.
What does that mean? Does that mean they're getting rid of like the streaming stuff, or they're just like rebranding it a different name?
No, the Facebook gaming app is.
Don't come to this podcast for news. Is what I'm going to recommend.
This is so confusing. Wait, so let me read out this article.
Go for it.
Let me put my glasses on because I'm 31 years old.
That's fine. I don't have my glasses, so I can't read anyway.
Just over 2 years after its launch, Facebook is shutting down the Facebook gaming app on October 28th, 2022. Now, when you open the map, you will see a banner stating the app will no longer be available on iOS and Android after that date. The app also won't be available Google Store. Despite this news, our mission to connect players, fans, and creators with games they love hasn't changed. And you'll still be able to find your games, streamers, and groups when you visit gaming on the Facebook app.
Right, so they're getting rid of the dedicated app and putting it just in normal Facebook app. I didn't even know there was a Facebook gaming.
So confusing.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't want to go to Facebook for streaming, whether it's called Facebook Gaming or not, just because I'm like, Facebook's kind of old. Like, I still have it. I don't use
so
it.
dodgy, man. Did you see the
It's
contracts?
not- It's not great.
I remember watching a video about a streamer that had to go, like blackface, not blackface. Let me repeat that.
Blackface? Jesus.
like conceal his face, like conceal like an anon level of. No, that's what I meant.
Yeah, blackface.
So Facebook's like, welcome to the stream. First thing you need to do is go blackface.
You've got to go blackface, unfortunately. That is the rules here. I get you. They had to go like incognito. And,
Incognito, yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And so the base of the contract is a 100% exclusivity with an NDA on anything to do with payments, numbers, anything. There's literally like a vacuum. It's like North Korea up. Like you cannot find out anything about how it works. So, because if you go to a partner streamer on Twitch or YouTube, you're like, hey, so can you give me some info so I can get some insight about how this is before I can make a decision which platform I'm going to choose? On Facebook, it's like,
no. Sign it. Sign your life away, and we will tell you.
And this is right after Mixer closed down. The streamer jumped over there, and he or she went huge with numbers, but their chat was like super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because Facebook used to do this thing where they would implement videos and streams and ads on the front page, on their like on the homepage of your homepage.
Mm.
And even if the stream is like 5 or 6 scrolls down, you still count it as a viewer.
Yeah, I remember them having a weird viewer count thing.
So the numbers, like even if you scrolled past and your video just played for 5 seconds or for a millisecond, that counted as a view. And then Facebook charged the advertisers for that view. So the numbers and views were good, and then apparently the pay was amazing. But then those numbers weren't real. So that person then went with, higher expectations. They went in more investment and they went crazy. And then we realized this is all fake. This is all a bubble. There's nothing inside
very
of
much inflated numbers.
It's inflated. That's what happened with College Humor also. They went from being a YouTube channel, an eccentric, like a centered YouTube content creation channel, to Facebook because Facebook was giving them better numbers. But those weren't real numbers. Those were just inflated numbers. And then that whole company went bankrupt. And that streamer also went bankrupt, had to get a full-time job again.
And we all know how much full-time jobs suck. So.
They suck! As you can realize, we're recording this during the day. That's why it can be so loud.
Yeah. It's a midday podcast on a different day than we normally record. But thank God we're recording.
Oh, I have to say thank you to my wife. This video is sponsored by my.
This video is sponsored by my wife. She's letting me do this. Yeah.
That's what she let me do. She's taking care of the kids so that I can do this. We should probably have talked about more about what happened in Japan. DisneyLand was fucking amazing, man.
Good.
Every time I go to
kids enjoy it. Kids have a good time.
I had a great time.
Worth the money.
It was worth the money. It's super expensive.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah.
It's like, wait, how much was that ticket? Oh, but no, it's just every time I went to when I go to Disneyland in Japan, I'm just like, I'm amazed at the level of quality that place is. Have you been to an amusement park in the UK?
Yeah.
Was the floors clean and the roads clean?
Probably not. Let's be honest. It was probably somewhat messy.
So we got there from, let's say, 1:00 in the afternoon. We stayed there until 9 p.m. Just full on rides on rides and food and drinks and rides and everything. It was great. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. We were there just as the park was closing, and I was walking there, and my wife was like, "Oh, look how beautiful the lights are." I'm like, I was looking at the floor. I was like, "Where's all the garbage?
There's no trash.
Where's the trash? Is that trash? No, that's just decoration from a leaf. What the fuck? How does this work? How? And I never saw cleaning staff. That's the thing.
It's a magical place. That's why.
I was like, they got magic invisible Roombas running around the floor or something. it's amazing, man. But also,
I
like,
feel like
staff are so
that's like-
friendly.
I was going to say, I feel like that's like two-part, because one, Japan, I think, isn't that known for generally being a very clean place. And also, Disneyland are like super well known for being like just on it. Like, if a kid vomits, they're like, close off the area. We can't let anyone see vomit in Disneyland. Disneyland is not, vomit doesn't exist here. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
they're,
but
just,
like,
they're very good at that, I believe.
they're just really good, and they're really everything's friendly, and like, even though everything's Japanese, staff made me feel welcome, and it was just a really good experience. Like, I could really recommend Japan's Tokyo Disneyland, Disney Sea. It was hot.
How does Disneyland there compare to like the other Disneylands?
I haven't been there yet, but that's what the first thing I thought when I get back to Switzerland. I was like, I wonder what Disneyland Paris looks like, because it's the only Disneyland in Europe, right?
Yeah, I've been to Paris. I've been to Disneyland Paris. So that's the only one I've been to. And I always assume that that's like minuscule in comparison to like the Florida one or whatever, because that one's going to be the huge one.
Yeah, that's
and then I hadn't really heard about Japan for a long time that they even had one, to be honest.
And I always thought like Disneyland Paris is going to be huge, right? That it's going to be like,
it's probably fairly big. I can't remember. I was a kid when I went, so
it's got a bit bigger, Colesy.
Have
you.
Yeah, but also I was small, so then I was probably like, everything's amazing big. When I go now and I'll be like, it's a bit tiny, isn't it? Really? Come on.
Because I thought like when I got, because you have to download an app from Disneyland which is really cool, by the way. I never thought about this, but it's really cool. Download an app from each resort. There's one from Florida, Japan, and whichever where there is, and it shows you the waiting time and where you are exactly on the map. Like if you say, oh, I want to go to like Space Mountain, it's like, okay, there's a 5-minute waiting time on the line. So you can estimate, you have to calculate, okay, it's going to take me like 10 minutes to walk there, so maybe I'll be there and I can get right on.
Yeah.
So I downloaded the Disney Paris app. And I was like, okay, let's compare the sizes. And oh my God, it's small. And also, it's just Disneyland. There's no Disney Sea. That's it.
Disney Sea. What are you talking about? What's Disney Sea?
Oh my God, you don't know about Disney Sea.
Well, I've only been to Paris. I don't have a sea.
Disney River.
Yeah, is that like an aquarium-y bit?
No, it's all water rides and like volcano. And they got like this thing where you go into like the 1,000 leagues under the water. You get in this machine and just drops you into the ocean. They're fish.
Okay, cool.
It's so beautiful at night because they have like a whole little Italy thing.
Right. Yeah.
One corner of it, and like if you go there with a girlfriend or your wife, and without kids, it can be very romantic.
Yeah, but also it's Disney, so I feel like it's made for kids.
Oh, bullshit, man!
I know there's going to be plenty of adults that go on their own. Look, if you do that, I have no problem with it. I just think Disney is made for kids, isn't it?
He's judging you,
right? It is. Oh, it's like a kids thing.
It is, right? But we're all kids at heart. That's the message behind Disney.
That's true. We're all
Disney
giant
wants
children.
the kids with wallets, and those are the ones it wants to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's so expensive.
Yep, but it's not something you do very often, is it? I guess.
No.
Even if you live close to it, I'm sure you don't be like, we'll spend the weekend at Disney. Be like, no, we've got to live. What are you on about?
I would. Like when we go there to Japan, we want to go at least once a year.
Yeah.
So it's like this one special thing. Okay, we take 2 days. Oh, so there's one thing that's funny didn't have. My wife booked a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And she booked the hotel. And then we get into the hotel and she's like, oh, this is like, it's like kind of like a more modern, like businessman hotel. Does it make sense? Like a business trip hotel?
Yeah.
And generally those suck for kids. It's really difficult to have them with kids, right?
Yeah, they just get very bored.
Exactly. Now this is what I had to like. It was it's just a funny moment. We go into the room and I'm like, okay, it's Disneyland's finished, kids. Time to calm down. And I open the curtain and just right in front of us is a kid-themed hotel.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
It's like, honey, did you see that?
That one would have been way better for the children.
And like you can see the kids, and like if you look through the window, you can see someone else's room. The kids like jumping on these toys in the bed, and then the rooms, and it's just like that could have been like so much more easier to do.
Yeah. I just imagine your kids like sat at the window staring at them, going, "Look at what we could have been doing, but now we've got nothing."
But and when the next day it was like 40 something degrees outside, and
No.
we were just looking out the window, and you see the kids playing on the swings and the slides, which are made out of clearly what is metal.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys are committed.
Yeah. Look, kids don't care about anything. They don't care about the cold or the heat or anything. They're just like, I'll play. I don't care. I'll go out in my underwear in the snow because I want to play. I don't care that it's cold. It doesn't matter to me. They're mental.
That was just like, I saw that. I was like, holy that is where are the parents? What? It was
they're melting. That's why they're nowhere near.
It's the kids like, Dad, I want to go. Just get out of my face. It's blistering hot outside. It's a 50% chance you're not coming back, but just take care of your younger siblings.
Yeah, yeah. You're in charge now. Talking about the heat. Last time we recorded, I have got an air conditioner now.
Yay! Did you make a hole in the wall?
No, I didn't put. No, it's out the window. I haven't committed. Yes, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It keeps the office nice and cool. The only problem is like trying to record like a microphone and stuff. I've had to try and be like, turn up the gain a little bit and like speak really close. And so hopefully it's not too bad. But yes, I'm nice and cool now.
I can't hear it.
That's good then, isn't it? I've sorted it. I've been clever.
Yes, it's fine. There's no one gonna be like, oh, Colesy, I could clearly see you're sweating your balls off. Please turn it off, because I don't want to hear the hissing sound in the background.
I worry so much about it. Like when I've edited a couple of videos that I've had the air conditioner on, I can hear it in the background. Like when I stop speaking and there's no sound in the game, I can hear a little bit of in the background.
Like, of you, right?
And I'm like, oh no, people are going to know and it's going to ruin it. I don't think anyone cares. I don't think anyone will even notice, to be honest.
That's the thing.
I'm a perfectionist, apparently.
Exactly what you're talking about. I hate it. Like at the moment, I'm sorting this out again because I hate it now. My microphone's XLR cable goes around the mic stand, and it's hanging a little bit close to the computer.
Dangling, is it?
Like dangling right next to the computer. And I never knew this was a thing, because when I figured this out, I was like, I thought I was going mental. I thought I was going crazy. I thought my mix board was broken. No, it's electrical interference.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
The electrical interference makes a hissing sound on the recording and also on the playback.
Yep, it'll do that.
So I was for many years always had this hissing sound on my earphones, and I'm like, what? My microphone's broken. I bought a new microphone, and I was like, it's still there. And I had to until one day my brother who has a band, he's like, oh yeah, that's because you have too much things plugged in the the adapter, when you have multi sockets, multiple plugs. If you have too much plugged in that and you have your microphone grounded in that one, that's also going to cause electrical interference. You can buy special adapters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh man, it's going to cost me 100 something fucking francs. I was freaking out. And then I just picked up my cable when I was looking at everything. I picked it up to look at what's going down there. And I was like, wait a minute. It's so quiet.
I fixed it.
It's gone. I put it back. I was like, zzz. Gone. Zzz. gone. I was like,
That's weird. That's but, well, on the plus side, it hasn't cost you any money. You've just got to like, get a little piece of tape or whatever and move it.
Yeah. So now every time I'm streaming and my cable accidentally slips down, I hear like this is like.
At least you can hear it, because I have a weird thing where suddenly my voice turns into a robot.
Oh, I've had that happen also.
And then like I can hear directly from my mic. And it always sounds fine. If it went robot-y in my own ears, at least I'd know, but it doesn't. And then I have to rely on either stream telling me or me glancing over and noticing that like the waveform looks weird. And then I go, oh, hang on, I just need to unplug and replug this.
Is that because of software or is it because of the hardware?
I don't know for definite. It could well be my little mixer thing because it's quite old, but I do kind of like it, so I kind of don't want to change it.
I get.
You know what I mean? You kind of get used to these things. It's like a weird sentimental attachment to.
A preference.
It's weird.
Like this board I have right now, I bought it when I did my first stream. Let's Play streams. Let's Plays in Silent Hill. Like that's like about fucking 2011.
I've had that's like a while ago now.
It's a hell of a long time, and I've been using it ever since then. And I was like, a few years ago, I was like, oh, maybe it's time to change it because some of the knobs aren't working properly, and the plastic is melting. Do you get what I mean? It's become old. The plastic started to curl, and it's like sticky for no reason. Like you touch it, I'm like, why is my finger sticky? What?
It's just
which ghost was jizzing on my mic, on my mixer?
It's true.
And then I was looking at like this Rode Procaster.
Procaster, yeah, I think that's one.
It's got a different settings for like different audio sources, for balancing, specified for the Rode microphones. It's got hot buttons for certain sound effects. It looks so nice, right? But I'm sure if this thing breaks, I'm gonna buy this exact same model.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I've got this little, just two mics go. It's not even a mixer. It's just I think they call it an audio interface.
Amplifier.
So just the mics go into it. It's got little gain knobs. It's got a monitoring knob. That's pretty much it. Two XLRs. That's all I need. And I bought another one. Is a Scarlet something.
Scarlet Red something, right?
Yeah. I got one of those, and I've used it once at home when I used it with a laptop, really quickly. And I thought, I'll probably replace, my old one in the office with this one that's a bit new. But I don't want to because I'm like, I kind of like the old one, even though
you know how it works.
Exactly. I know its weirdness. I know that it can make me a robot sometimes, but I kind of love it. It's weird. It's just an electronic thing, and I just really like. It's the same as like these mics. These mics are nothing special that I use. Like they're like, I think they're less than like £20.
Yeah.
But I think it's so good. I had a new mic. I got sent one, and I made a video about it. And it's a dynamic microphone. It's a USB, which sort of makes it easier to plug in than an XLR. But the quality is always a bit,
I don't like USBs.
Not comparable. But it looks nice. It works. It's quite good at not having background noise. And I thought maybe this will be my microphone, but there's just something about it that I'm like, it's not as good. I just don't like it as much. I don't know what. It might sound better. I don't think it's much better if it does, but these ones, they're mine. That's me, and I like them.
The thing is, how they sound like. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even when I got this microphone, the Rode Pod mic, there was a time where I was like, it doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, you sound different.
It doesn't have the distinct sound that I've had in my ears and on stream on a content for however long I had the Blue Yeti, which I think I had the Blue Yeti Pro for in 2012? No, 2011. I bought the same here. I bought the Blue Yeti Pro.
Everything you have is from 2011.
Yeah, literally most of my equipment that I have, what I only recently changed, I think the only thing that I still have, I recently changed this microphone and also the mic stand.
What?
That was New.
What mic stand? What mic stand do you have? Just
This is
curious.
like a 15-pound Amazon
Oh, okay.
Japan
I had to change mine. I don't know if you probably won't have noticed, but since we recorded last time, normally my mic comes from the other side.
Oh shit, that's right.
I've got this one, and because the air conditioner's now over this side, I wanted the back of the microphone
Oh, that
to
makes
be
sense,
like
yeah.
towards that. So then I've just like switched to using this second like I think this one's a Rode one. This mount.
Oh, they're really
But
good. They're really good.
It's pretty good.
I mean, this microphone stand, it's breaking already. It's showing
Okay.
its weaknesses because it's getting a bit weak. It's always going lower and lower and lower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But
I've got one. See that box behind me there?
Yeah. Send it to me.
If you want to pay the postage, I'll send it to you. I don't care. I don't know how much postage is to Switzerland, though, to be fair.
From the UK now, it's not nice.
But yeah, that's a new mic stand that I was never really going to use. But
Is it like a mic stand, like like this, or like
it's kind of
clamped
like
to the
this
desk?
one. Kind of like this one, clamped to the desk.
We'll be talking in the DMs.
Okay, right. I'll send you some pictures and stuff afterwards.
I
Okay.
figured out the perfect way to be creative and lazy at the same time.
Oh, sounds like my street. Yes.
Yes. Did you watch my last video uploaded on my channel?
Which one would that be? Just
The
to
one that
clarify,
I
is
talked
it
about,
the burnout?
the burnout one, yeah.
No, I haven't got around to watching it yet. It's on my list.
The thing is, I've mapped 2 keys on my keyboard and also have the laser pointer to stop and start recordings.
Yeah.
Pause and unpause recordings. And I've done a few videos now, which are still going to be released. And I love doing the videos like that because A, it gives me time to think about what I want to say next. And B, I don't have to do any editing.
Because you're pausing as you go.
Exactly. I say what I want to say, pause, think what I'm going to do next, start, say what I want to say, pause,
Okay.
and then do it again. The only bad part about this is if I fuck up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you sort of get out of sync, you'll be like, pause, but it's actually record, and then you've
That's
done everything
happened.
backwards.
It did happen in the video. But then you can make it into a joke. You can go along with it. But the thing is, like one time I made a recording and I was like, I said the wrong thing. And I was like, I don't want to have that in the video.
Uh-huh.
So I had to like delete the whole video and start from the beginning.
What did you say?
I said a name that I shouldn't have said.
Could you not have just, like, censored it out? That's what I would have done.
No, but that requires what?
Yeah, but you just said you deleted the entire video. So surely, like, blurring your mouth and then putting, like, a censored bar or like a beep.
But that requires me to like open Adobe Premiere
It's
and like
fun.
upload it into there and then edit it and then be like, I agree with you, Colesy. If I have the time and energy to do it, I love editing because I'm busy making the boys meme video for the stream, for my personal stream.
Uh-huh.
And I've opened the stream, like opened the software. I put in the clips that I want to use, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so knackered. Oh, I'm so tired."
I've uploaded them into the software.
like,
I think I'm done for the day.
Yeah, like I opened TikTok and I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I'm like, "Oh shit, I've been on TikTok for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
now. This is
No, that'll screw you. TikTok.
unpredictable, man."
Yeah. Your time will just
I've
go.
I've enabled the TikTok timer.
Oh, that's clever. That's a good idea.
When I got a
Do you ever think like it gets to like the end of your time on TikTok for the day and you think, I'm a grown up, I can just change the timer and I can give myself an extra just half an hour and then that just it's a slippery slope.
No, I'm just like, I'm an adult and have to put a timer on myself. This is not good.
No, it's so strange how addictive it is.
Quick, it is. Like you're like
So addictive.
like what I usually do when I wake up in the morning before I go to work is like I open my phone, turn off the alarm. Obviously, I'm not a psychopath. Not using my phone.
I just allow the alarm to carry on for the next hour of my day. Yeah.
And then check my mails, check Twitter, check the Discord, and if I upload a video the previous night, I'll check the like YouTube Studios, everything like that.
Yep.
But now, it's I wake up, I check TikTok. It's a weird thing. I've never known like why. Like I open TikTok and I'm like,
you're not looking for anything specific. You're just like, fill my brain.
Give me
with
dopamine.
stuff.
Give me dopamine, and then you're like, oh shit, I'm 5 minutes late now or some shit. It's like weird. And then I open YouTube, and I'm like, YouTube, it just gives off this aura of like boring.
Wow, you just called YouTube boring. Wow.
No, because how TikTok is structured. So you open the app and it's like bam, content.
It's instantly. Yeah, you don't have to think about it. It's just shoving it in your face.
Where YouTube is like, oh, I don't like this video. What kind of am I really in the mood for a Google video or for like a Warhammer lore video? It's very hard to.
It's like have you ever done the thing where you're like, oh, let's watch something on Netflix. So you open Netflix and then you sort of scroll for the next 20 minutes going, I don't want to watch that, don't want to watch that. And it just, and I don't want to watch anything.
Exactly.
Whereas TikTok, it's like, I don't care. Just look at this. Look at these things. Here, you've got it.
Like I was watching Prey. Did you watch it on Disney?
No.
The new Predator film.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Amazing film. Action, cinematography, special effects, acting, and like appreciation of the culture. And I was watching fucking TikTok halfway through.
Yeah, I know, it's so annoying.
What? I was watching the movie. I'm like, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, but I also want to scroll and watch people dance sometimes for no reason.
Why?
Our attention spans are broken.
And I'm like, today I was thinking about like, I should probably deinstall the app. But then I thought about something. I thought I have to change my mentality to what I've become a consumer instead of a creator on the app.
Yeah.
I need to change my relationship with TikTok from a consumer to a creator.
I agree with you there. I understand that because
so to do
like
that,
you said, like when you wake up and you're just scrolling through it, that's a problem. But if I wake up and I'm just like, oh, I just want to see how the TikTok I posted last night went and just look at like the views and the likes and whatever, that's okay because I'm not going to be there for the next hour. Just my mind is gone and time just speeds up for some reason.
Time goes so fast.
It's
the videos are posted.
I know the videos are so short. I must have watched 1,000 TikToks in this time.
That's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, because I had a 30-minute break for work, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down here, watch my 30-minute, like just eat and watch TikToks. In my mind, I'm just like, I just watched 4 TikToks, and like 20 minutes have gone by. I'm like,
that's not possible.
Have I zoned out and like not even noticed what I'm watching right now, and just like came to for a few seconds to realize this video existed. He went out again into some weird trance, and I was like, "Oh man, this is a weird." Like, I've been told by some of my people in my community that TikTok is dangerous. I agree with them totally.
Yeah, I'd say it's not good for humans in general.
TikTok doesn't make sense. It pissed me off also because I posted a TikTok. It went from 0 views to 650 views within 30 seconds. Not 30. That's really maybe like 5 minutes.
Well, it could happen.
Yeah, and not a single person liked the video.
Oh man, maybe it's just a bad video. Sorry, it happens to us all.
I think you liked it, by the way.
Oh, I like it because I'm just being nice.
I'm pretty sure Colesy is the only one that liked it. Okay, let's look at my stats.
It'd be like, you've watched 2.6 million TikToks, and you'd be like, I hate myself.
Digital well-being, is this where it is?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm going to look at that. Okay, I can do that too.
Okay, this week, I spent a total of 5 hours and 53 minutes on it.
How
it's not that bad.
This week? How do you know this week? That's not too bad. For the past few days. Oh, hang on. Why is that every week? Oh no! Huh? Oh. Oh, sorry. So, Today, apparently, I've spent an hour on TikTok.
Okay.
Yesterday, an hour and 50. Wednesday, about an hour. Tuesday, I spent an entire 2 hours, 5 minutes on TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
And then Monday, only 16 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, today was 24 minutes for me. 15 minutes yesterday. 29, 34, 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 1 hour, 2 hours. Let's put it that.
Yeah.
On Sunday. It's insane.
I feel like I lose a lot more time than that. I feel like I've spent like 4 hours there sometimes. I swear I have.
It's weird, but it's you know, it's a platform that as a creator, it's a super powerful tool.
Yeah, you kind of got to use it, haven't you?
It's one of those
We're part of the
necessary
problem.
evils.
That's the problem.
Exactly. We're bad people.
Yeah.
What about
But
people
you should subscribe to the podcast and
Exactly.
all that stuff. Because
today someone in my
cool.
community posted in the Discord and they said, "Oh, I just like lost a bunch of friends because one of my friends was abusing me and like using me for money." And I wrote back, "I hate people that do that. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel this week."
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I have found myself in such a weird situation with that stuff because as I mentioned like last time on the podcast, the last one we did, which was a long time ago now, but it only released recently. I feel like I should apologize because I kind of got political and I didn't like that, the fact that I did, because I started moaning about stuff and I feel bad about that because I was like annoyed at the world because everything's expensive and shit.
I don't remember what it was at.
Okay,
I just
started talking about being annoyed at government and stuff, and I wish I didn't because I don't know. It just seems sort of unbecoming of me.
No, it's not unbecoming. If you hate your government, you hate your government. If your government is a cunt, it's a cunt. If it's a good one, it's a good one. But that's just how humans are. I know we're called for the content.
I mean, everything is for the content, technically.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. Like, even like this random ranty stuff that we do. No, anyway, I was going to say, like, money-wise, obviously I'm working a lot more part-time, so that's helping with money, which is good. Yeah. Because I earn money. But also, like, I really like doing... I hit the microphone. I really like doing videos and, like, streaming and stuff. I genuinely, like, super enjoy it. Yeah. And I've been thinking, like, maybe if I stream more, maybe I'd make more money doing that. But then I feel bad because I'm like, but all the money from streaming comes from people giving it you, if that makes sense.
True.
In a way, whether it's a subscribe or bits or whatever. Whereas at least with videos, like, I don't feel as bad because it's just people watching it and they get served ads. I don't like the idea of I've considered like a Patreon and stuff like that, and I just feel like people will think I'm scummy.
No.
I kind of feel like I'm scummy because I'm like, can I have some extra money, please? No. And I don't feel like I can provide anything that's worth it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I felt for a very long time too. But then it came to the realization: if I go to a craftsman and ask him, "Hey, can you make me a chair?" And then
he'll say, "No, you can't have a chair, Raps. You have to sit on the one that's breaking until it breaks."
True, but that man requires money for that woman requires money for that work because you're offering them a service. And the thing is, we're offering people content for free without any expectations of payment.
But that's what is good enough. That's the problem.
That's not a question. That's not the question, Colesy. That's for the viewer to decide themselves. You as a content creator go out there with expectation. I'm not going to earn zilch.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to put thousands of hours in investments and lose relationships and basically become an inside person just to do this content because I love it. Then to say I don't deserve money for that is kind of I understand. It's because that's how we're taught by the communities. We have to be humble. We have to be like this. We deserve to be paid for what we do. And if a viewer says, "Hey, Colesy's a funny person. I like his personality. I'm going to give him $5." Then it's still worth it, and you should appreciate it. It makes it ever more welcoming. If you do a Patreon, someone subscribes to your Patreon, you should appreciate it. And people,
I do appreciate it. I don't know whether I
feel guilty for because the thing is, if someone does that That means they want to see more of your content. They want to see you grow to the point where you can spend your full attention span on your content to make your craft even so much more better.
But what if I do it and then nobody does? And then I'm like, nobody wants to see it, and I shall shrivel up and go away and hide.
That's how life works.
I know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like at least if I'm streaming, I feel like if I streamed more, then at least if people did come by and subbed, I'd be like, oh, at least I'm doing it regularly. Whereas if I don't, I'm like, oh, you subbed for no reason, sorry. You don't get to watch anything because I'm never here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or merch. I like the idea of merch. At least with merch, here's the thing. At least they're getting something. Exactly. It's like, here's a shirt or whatever, and
we'll see on next week's podcast how many times you streamed, how that went over.
Okay.
And we'll get a little bit of a feedback from you.
Okay. So everybody go and sub.
Sub to my channel, sub to Colesy's channel.
Yeah, it's September on Twitch.
So
go
price.
And sub. That's right. You can do both of us, and it will cost you the same as if you just did one of us.
That's
what
cheeky.
September's it does.
Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much for watching this episode of this For the Content. This is episode number, insert number here. 10. Thank you. And if you want to find the audio version, or if you want to find more information about our socials or what's happening on our lives, follow the links in the description below. Comment your thoughts about all the topics that have been splattered onto the screen today. If you have anything you really want us to cover, please let us know. And as per usual, I love your face with a bit of pie, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next podcast. Colesy, why don't you say goodbye?